turn around reverse punch. Same. Next, we're adding one technique. The same arm, ujuga. Yakame ujuga. So maige, yaksuke, yakame ujuga. So your body is two position, shomen and yakame. Relax. Okay? Since now we talk about shomen, hami, and yakami. We can say, for example, this Yakuski, the shomen, right? Your back leg, is it straight or bent? Or slightly bent? Your back knee? Straight. What about the ujuga? Is it straight or slightly bent? Slightly bent. Because you know what? You know what? Because two reasons. Okay? You see, if I do it so you see very clear. This is shomen. See this time here. This up, this down. But if I keep it slightly bent, same. So shomen, hami. Okay? Same level. Shomen, hami. But it is shomen, hami. This is up. Okay? The slightly, just a little bit bent, push outwards, that's here. Straight, that's up. Okay? And then the next thing is like, am I allowed to move my front leg when I do a yakami? Must I keep my leg there when I do a yakami? Individual. Some people, they can turn the body, then they don't have to move. But some people have to move, then it's better to move. It's better to move than to do it this way. Look at my back foot. Okay? Then it's better to move, keep your leg down, just little. Now we talk about this three direction shomen. Why do we do yakami? What advantage in yakami? What advantage? Smaller target. Distance. Distance, for example, like everybody know Masada? Yes. You see his elbow is straight. When I do a shomen. Then when I change yakami. I change yakami, I bend his elbow. I change the distance. Okay? So Masada here. Then it works. But this way, go back. This way, no, don't go back. This. When you train Kata, it's important. It shouldn't be that you go down without me doing anything.
Yes.
Okay? It shouldn't be like competition, the team Kata. You just look at the other guy and start flying around. Okay? That is a show. But at the same time, it shouldn't be like you try to swing who is stronger. Okay? Because if I do it fast, you cannot tax. Okay? So if I do it this way, it don't work. Okay? You can stop me. But if I change the distance, I do a yakarami.
Easy.
Okay? So when changing yakami, elbow bend. Okay? Then of course this one Masada, you have your hands here. This is hand is free. This hand can be attack. You have your hands here, this hand is free. This hand can be pulling out a little finger. And then it go down. Okay? So this hand is free. Okay? Then the other one, this hand in Kamkusho, you have here. Kamkusho, you cannot pull his hand away because I use my thumb. I push his index finger here. And then same thing here. I jerk so he cannot, these three fingers I control him. So he cannot keep his elbow straight. If I do it fast, he cannot keep it, I do it slow. No. Important when you train 2-2, you know, okay? Now I'm going to tell you I'm very slow. So don't go hard, press hard. If you press hard, then I go fast, then you injure him. Isn't it? So it's important that you work together. Okay, then I'll go. Set. Okay, then it works. Because if it's elbow straight, it don't work. I have to change distance. I have to change distance. Yeah. Then it works. So Vyakahami advantage is you change distance. Same thing. You say you do a Uchiuge Hami, this is, then you can follow Vyakahami, for example. Then you can connect this up. Then you have the distance. And things like this is showman. Okay? So later when we train partner training, it's very important. It's not like it's going to see who is stronger because you are repeating the same thing. Okay? So if the other guy tries to do something, don't try to go hard to hard because then if you just do it faster, then it's unnecessary injury. Okay. Any questions about keyboard? Next we go to Kokusurachi Shuto. Okay. There's so many kata. Okay. Left leg forward, get up. Move to left, Shuto. Okay. Back stance, knife and roll. Back stance. Yeah. That's right. Okay. Move forward, shoot okay. Jump. And then turn around over. Same. Move forward. Same thing here. Not moving your back foot first, but changing your weight forward first. See? If I still stand here, I start moving this, I fall back. Change your weight by pressing your knee forward. Press your knee forward and then move. And then turn around. Same. Turn around. Same again. Any questions? Shoot again. Kokusurachi shoot again.
Actually, the hand is bring up or this way. Bring up and go down or this go side. Bring up.
Yeah. Same like Giramba. Same like Giramba.
And then
Yeah. Then just
Question. The hand here.
Yes.
Some people like to have it here. Some people like to have it here. Is there?
I wouldn't say that's right. Yeah. Because if some of my students, they do it here or they do it here, it's small thing.
Okay.
It's small thing. It's both correct.
Yeah. But in Kata regulation, it has to be. Does it have to be?
It's been actually better to keep it this way. But you might see some of the very good people, they do it like this.
Yeah. Some.
And then what is the referee going to say? Because every referee knows he's a world champion, they do it this way. They don't dare to get there, oh, you do it wrong, you do it, you must be here. Okay? So teaching beginners is better, just simple, straightforward here. Then as they go forward, if they want to do it this way.
So there's no practical advantage whether here or here. No difference.
I mean, it's more.
Style.
No, it's more.
Personal
for example,
preference,
the
ah.
Uchuga is here.
Personal preference.
Yeah.
What about upper block, the distance or the way the hand is placed, how far out, how top, where should it be? Because sometimes some people say, oh, you should be at the eyebrow, not cross, and
Okay. How many years have you trained?
6 years.
Then you know upper block. Do it really continue. I don't think because sometimes people talk about should it be 10 centimeter. Like sometimes people say young children should take 50 seconds or 1 minute. You cannot give a time to the kata. Because if you take the advanced and the lower belt, you cannot, if both do 50 seconds, then the advanced young children will do like half sleeping. Because it moves faster. So you cannot take 50 seconds like the other one. Okay? So sometimes you see in book people say, oh, it should take 50 seconds. That is also for beginners, so roughly they can follow, somewhere to follow. But if you say, how long does a kata take? If you move faster, that means the stop will be a little bit shorter. If his timing is, if his speed is slower, time will be a little bit longer. So you cannot say exactly that, oh, everybody must do Kian Cholan in 50 seconds. Because you're not all the same level. So arguing is, I don't see anything wrong with your arguing just now. Just continue.
Say, I'm curious. We used to do a T back stance. And now we are doing an L back stance. Why the change?
Got it. I do it.
Yeah.
But if you ask me T, I don't know why. I never done it before.
Jimmy used to teach us
Yeah,
the
is
T
it
back
only
stance.
Okay.
So I have a problem when you change to an L back stance.
Then I would say do L.
Actually, since Jimmy, after I think last 10 years, you also changed a little. You changed a little.
Can it be more than
Become the normal.
Basic is no, it's started now. Then there's more. You can do how wide you want.
That's too much.
No, just give it to L is enough.
Yes,
Then if you stand 5 centimeter, makes no difference. Yeah. But if you say, oh, if you do this is L, then if you do like this, I won't say anything. But doesn't mean that you can just you know what I mean. Okay, but he still is a straight line stance. It's a straight line stance. Still a straight line stance. It shouldn't be open. It shouldn't be open.
what difference between open and this one?
This one I think you have better control because it's open. Why do you open? Because your foot is pointing there and you open it. Here you
Difficult to move.
It shouldn't be.
So they're asking you just start when you get down there,
Just sink down.
Just sink down there.
Just sink down. Yeah.
When we first started last time, they came here. So we do back stance, we do like that. But actually that is not correct. It should be like this. Because we've been doing all like this. Because we say back must be straight. We think here, not
It's the
here.
outside,
It
it's the
should be
edge of the
here.
foot.
所以我哋以前成日都係咁樣。Different a bit, you know, because here and here a lot of difference, you know. Here you have more control on the leg, you know. If this one is in, but 我哋成日係呢度 straight 唔啱喎。
Okay, then one more thing. I won my first Swedish championship in Kata Sojian, 1983. But today when I look at the first time I won 1983, I don't like to look at it. Because I thought it looks terrible. But the time I won it because it's different standard and level. That time I did it like this. So today if I look at it, it's wrong. Because it shouldn't be the stance and then the hand. It should be together. It should be together. So actually I put out on YouTube also when I won my first Swedish championship. Because I'm not afraid to say that I won, doing wrong still I won. But that's what I mean. What I do today, not necessarily is perfect. But I think I'm quite satisfied with those things that I do today. So sometimes people say, just do like Sensei Ueda do. Sensei Ueda, which year? Isn't it? Which year? When he was 30 years old or when he was 60? It's different. So that's why we cannot just blindly follow somebody. Oh, just follow him. Which year? When he was younger, he do more perfect. Maybe after when he's 60, he got knee injury. Instead of doing this way, maybe he do this way. Sometimes people say, oh, I do traditional karate. What is traditional karate? What is traditional karate? Traditional. Are you talking about 1922? Are you talking about when karate was still in Okinawa? It's two different things. Okay? So sometimes people say, I do traditional karate. If he's talking about sports karate, that's not traditional karate actually. Or you can say traditional sports karate. Yeah. Good, we talk about Shuto again. Any more questions? Then since we talk about Shuto, you have Bunkai in Hyun Shodan, you have 4 Shuto. Shuto, what is it? In a kata, it's a block. In the basic, it's a block. Application, not necessarily be a block. Okay. You see the third punch in Hyun Shodan or Hyun Nida. Hyun Shodan. After the third punch. So if I move forward, if he punch me, move forward and punch. Then I have to block, isn't it? This is not shown in the kata. Okay, this kata is here. Now I hit it already. Next one is the Shuto. Okay, it could be a block. It could be when I stretch out my arm. Now is there? Okay. So I lift up my arm. It could be an attack there. Okay. Yeah, it's a punch already. Next one Shuto. Okay, I stretch up my right arm. I lift up my left hand. Okay, so I stretch up my right arm. I lift up my left hand.
Next one.
Okay. So this one done. Then you say if you do a Shuto, okay? This one is a block. Okay? Next one Shuto can be a counter attack as well. So it's not necessarily a block. Any questions? It could be just a block. And then a counter. Now I'll ask you one question. If this is a block, okay? If this is a block, is this a block? I will call this more an attack. Why? If you don't reach me actually, why do I need to block? I can just look at it. Okay? So that's why now we can come to discuss about distance. Most people, when they think of Bunkai application, they think of this distance, Shiai Kumite, competition distance. Then this is block. Okay? Now your train so long. A punch here, do I need to block? If you don't reach me, I can just look at it, nothing will happen to me. Isn't it? So this one, the same technique a block, it could be just hitting up the arm to injure the arm. Injure the arm. Then next one, I counter here. So all blocking, not necessarily a block. It can be an attack to the arm, not necessarily attack the body. It could be a block. And then if you just think of two distance in your application, you see, for example, like what do you mean? You say here you're done. After this. And now I bring out all this discussion so that think about. And I move my leg. Do I move the Zenkushiraki this way? In the kata, do you move your leg here? Okay. I can make it that it's right or it's wrong. If I say application, I say it's wrong. I move outside with the background. Okay. But I want to make it right. Next one I stand down. Next one Shuto again, right? So in kata, I've always done this. Okay, if you do this, it's not wrong. Some people say, oh, this is wrong, because they want to prove you wrong. Yes, it's wrong if you just do it straight like this. But it's not wrong. Instead of going to both neck, you go this side to the neck, this side control. Next one, knee kick. Next one, you stand down your right foot to the back side, right? So standing down is a kick, the knee there, there. Okay. Next one, the kata is to the front, but now he's there. So here, in kata, you do a Shuto there. Now I counter. Okay. You can't see what I do. this. If you do like Kata, you do this way. Okay? Then it's wrong because his attack is here and move outside the line. But then it could be this way. This hand you do an opening, this hand you do an then you grab here, you kick, then you stand down. Instead of putting down here, you're so close to him, so you just go back there and then stand down. This is already attack. His knee hitting to the floor. He's already counter attack. Next one, in Kata you do a shoot over there, and now he's there. So MP here. So it can be just MP. Any questions? Okay, then we start with the Kian Show run. We start the Kian Show run together. Sorry. Legs together. This. Yang Shonan. Okay, I count first. Yang Shonan Kata is form. So form is very important. Your right hand is not between your stomach and your head. It's all the way back here. Okay, form. Move forward, always keep. Next one, get up right. Next one, then move forward. Get up right. Next one, lift on your arm, argue again. Same thing when you turn, not move your back foot directly, but change your weight to your front leg first. So press your right knee forward, and then move your left foot. Always keep. So it should be this way. Shoulder. Get up right. Get up right. Remember, Kata is form, it's basic. So your hand is not between your stomach and your hip. It's on the hip, all the way back. Elbow in. 3 punch. Good. Now, one more question, some question. When you start your Kata, you tell me which one is right. Should I move my left foot to the right and then bow? Or should I move my right to the foot to the left and then bow? Or should I do it in the middle?
The style is right.
Right to left?
Right left.
Okay. Anyone say left to right? Okay. Anyone say in the middle? Okay. Look, why do you do it in the middle? Look nice, okay. If you say look nice, for some referees it's very important, you look nice. But actually, it's the wrong thinking. Because what do you think? If you look nice, then it should be better dancing. That looks nicer. Okay. Now it's good if you don't know why you do it, then you see. You move left to right. Okay. Okay. Next one, right to left. Okay. Next one, middle, left, right. Okay. So now you do a go home committee. If go home committee, both of you to move left to right or right to left, you're starting with 2 different lines. Okay. But in the middle, same like Kata, middle. Then you. Have I answered your question?
I think in competition, we should move forward.
Same thing, same thing. If you look in the YouTube, not everything is right. You have to choose. You have to choose. Because a world champion do it left to right or right to left, then you think to yourself, I show you, which one is correct. So you have trained karate so long. So if you can answer what you do, somebody cannot say, oh, yours is wrong, right, mine is right. But can you answer me why yours is better than mine? If you can't answer, then okay. But if you can answer me, then I learned something new. Okay. So, I'm learning all the time. So it's only good when you question me, I learn because I've been teaching for, I don't know, for 40 years. I think I was 16 years old. No, I started when I was 13. I think I was 15 years old. I followed Jimmy around the different places and teach. Huh? Before that, I think before that. As a, yeah, teaching. Yeah, I started back in 17. So I was teaching around. So all the time you learn. And then some things, and then in Europe also, all the time I learn because when you go to a weekend course, all the Japanese instructors, they don't teach the same day. One day they come, they tell you this, next day they say another one, because it's two different persons who are telling you the thing. Okay? So the best is to think which one is correct, which one is more logic. Same with Kata. Some say G-on, it should be back your hip and then punch. Some, they're both right. They're both right. Because bringing back to the hip and punch is not wrong, more basic. But here, a little more direct, because karate should be as direct as possible. Okay? But if somebody bring back and punch, I would say that's wrong. And there was so much discussion, I don't know about here in Malaysia. Okay, since we talk about discussion about turning from the foot or from the center of the foot. Okay? Now I ask you first, you do 4 shooter again. Now all the 4 shooter again are the same. The 4 knife hand, are they the same?
Here the same.
They are not the same. They are 2, 2.
Yes.
Okay? 2, 2. You see the first, number 1, starting position is here. So I had the whole hip movement from here. Number 2, starting position is here. And open up. Number 3, you're already here, go together with it. Number 4, open. So one of them is more like this. The other one is more like this. Same with the back face, see? One of them is more like this. The other one is like this. See what I mean? Yeah. So 4 shooter again is actually not exactly the same all 4. In this position, I don't go all the way here and then I stretch out my right arm, lift on my left. Instead, I go from here, my position is already here, I just and then we're talking about this. Next one. It was a few years back before I left the JKA. There was so much discussion in Europe. The turning, is it from the bottom of the foot, or is it this way, or is it center? Can you explain all 3 different? Okay. As I do 3 different yard ski. One of them this way, the other one this way, the last one.
What is the use of heel?
One the hip,
One is
one the
the
toe,
toe.
and the last one is center.
Center.
But if I have to explain that, can I explain that? Okay. If I'm going to explain that, why do people turn on the hip? Okay, just like this. If I turn this way, I won't reach it. Okay? But if I turn from the hip, I get the distance a little bit more. But if it's basic in Kata, you have already perfect distance. So why do I need the extra distance? Isn't it? So I don't need that 5 centimeter. And then some people, they do it this way. But if it's a reverse punch, it's definitely wrong because 50% power go backward, 50% forward. But if it's a block, okay, to avoid. But the last one, center of the foot, what is the advantage? Center of the foot, what is the advantage? The advantage is in all basic martial arts, you have contact with the ground. So you have this contact with the ground. So when I hit him, I don't bounce back. I have ground contact, I go. So there's a explanation, which actually sometimes the changes, I ask a senior instructor, there's no answer. But then, I mean, I've been for almost 50 years. Okay. Then you go, you think, then you think, yeah, of course. So in all basic traditional martial arts, the contact between the ground and the body is important. Because you know, if you hit somebody, and then you hit somebody, you get hit, but your body bounce back. Instead of him moving back, your body boom, bounce back. It's because you lose contact. Okay, any questions about Hyun Shonan? Application, I show one, then we do it by ourselves, partner training. Okay, what is this? Okay. We just take this one, for example. I do a few different ways and try. First, what is important of how can I pull him away from here? Turning of the hand. Okay? The pull. See? You see? But if I turn my hand, because your hand, this part is smaller, this part is bigger. So if I turn my hand, okay? So important for the people who learn this, they can explain. It's not just pulling away. The turning of the hand makes it easier because the hand is not here is wider, here is smaller. So turn up, that's it. Okay. Then that's immediate. Some club they do stamping down, it's okay. That's not necessary to change, but important to know is the turning of the hand. Okay. Any questions from here? Okay. But then I'm going to go against this movement in the kata. Is it the best way by pulling it away? Is it the best way? Is there any other way to do? I'm not talking about kata. Same thing about any other way to do. You mean pulling away? Exactly. Oh. No, one. Or you take one hand. Okay. Now I'm pulling away. That's in a kata. It's not wrong. So the important to explain is the turning of the hand and pull away. But instead of pulling away, I can move in. My arm is like a hammer. You don't hold the hammer at the end here. You hold the hammer at the end, right? Because then you get power. Now instead of, I don't worry about this part. I move in, go back. I move in instead. Okay. You can hold my hand. My elbow is still mine. My elbow is mine. So I just move it. Okay. Okay. Shall we try a few minutes this? Okay. The first one is just important strategy application. Talk to your opponent. If you see them do something wrong, tell them. Okay. So the important is the turning of the hand. And why do I do this? Why do I pull my leg back? Because he attacks his distance. I have to make it my distance. See? If you hold tight, hold tight. See his balance? That becomes my distance. Because he attack, if I stand still here, I just have to work all with the hand. But now together, change distance. So you try the first one and second one. Partner. Two. Train by yourself. Do it by yourself. 後ろ来こっち。
大力，再来到大力，抓到，OK，你马上历史，
Move in front. Next one, you lift up your left arm, you move 3 steps forward, arm you okay. So we take the first one, lift up your left arm. What is this? So it's important, this must be in the kata. You cannot just do like this. Then you miss one technique. So when you lift up your left arm, when you're on the way forward, it's like an ordinary idle game, open hand. Okay? So this one is a block. Okay. Next one, in kata is a block. What do I need to do? If I block this one, do I have to block so many? If I want to do this one, block next one could be attack. So the next one it could be from underneath. Okay. Be careful. Be careful. When you train partner, is be careful. Okay? If it hurts, you tap. Okay. And then the same thing, I'm the attacker, I have to be careful because I want him to continue training with me, so I shouldn't injure him. Okay? So this one, I pull my hand down, I have to turn, so it's palm facing up here. Okay? That's one. Next one, a block, counter attack. Okay? So I block. In kata, you do a heavy thing, right? You pull back. When you block with the right hand, you pull back your left. So when I pull back my right hand, I already make him open to my counter. Okay? Now, bunkai is not necessary to step very big stance. Important is you have the correct distance. When you're close enough, it shouldn't be this big. Then you're too close. So your stance change. In kata form, perfect stance. Bunkai, it can be a smaller stance. It can be different stance. Okay? So this is application number 2. Lock, one, you move forward. Lock. Yeah. So when I pull him towards me, you see, towards me. When I pull him towards me, it will open up this part here. Under his ear. That's good point for attacking. Okay? Yes. So number 2 and number 3 is about the same. Number 3 is a step like beginners moving. Move in, and then I step down here. Okay? So number 3 is I go in quite close to him. Number 3 is I don't stop here. I go closer. I go closer to him. I go past here. Yeah. Okay? So number 1. Okay? Number 2. Number 3. So I don't have to think about throwing him. I don't try to throw him. I just break his balance. He's standing straight. I see to it that when I move forward, he's not standing straight anymore. Yeah. You try that. Okay.
一個輕架得可以做好嘢。一個輕架得你可以簡單。一陣呢個。哦，我嚟啦。你叫啊？你叫。OK， 交俾你啊，得，得。
First one after block. That's not raising up. This way. Then you move over. So after block. Turn.
Đi vô lại.
There you go.
Đi vô lại. Boleh. Okey.
Come here. Come closer, please. Is it number one? Number one. You cannot do this way. You cannot do without turning the hand. Then he will just bend his elbow, bend the elbow. Nothing will happen. What important is, you see, after this block, I turn my hand here. Then his arm facing up. His palm facing up. Okay? And then when you train this, then maybe he learn. He try to go against me. You know I'm going to bend it. You know I'm going to bend. I'm going to attack him here. I do it slow so it don't hurt. At the same time, he go against me, keep the elbow bend. It's okay. If you keep his elbow bend here, I don't want to go up. I just go here. His elbow bend, that doesn't matter. I take one more step there. I just leave up here. Yeah, I have sometimes. So from one change direction, change technique. So the first one, you train together, you know, if the other person, you do it slow, then you keep his elbow bent, you don't want it to, it's okay. Then here, I just take one more step to that direction. I lift up here. Okay? So his hand will be like this. Then from here, when I go to hands under, I just change my hand, right hand, and then in Gangaku, or in Kojusho, show. You got to throw it. But here, if I continue from here, later when we do Hyang Sandan, we can go through this. After here, this is Hyang Choran. Then if I continue this, okay, then he will try to get close to me. Put more tension on this, I push his face away. There, once more. And then after that, since my hand is here, I push, continue in here. Remember Hyang Sandan? You have this technique here. You have this technique. So later we will do it, after this Hyang Choran, we do Hyang Sandan. Okay? Grabbing. This is Hyang Sandan. Hyang Sandan is Kibarati. He's my best friend now because he get close to me. Because he don't hurt so much. Okay? Pushing away. Okay? Then my hand is here, and just continue rolling in here. Rolling there. Then stretch out this arm. This one. Okay, Hyang Choran, any questions? Okay. Next we take Hyang Sandan. How much time do we have?
$50.
We start in Yan Sanan next and it goes from Yan Sanan to Kai.
Yes.
So how?
Okay? Yan Sanan. Ready? Legs together. Ready? Name of Kata. Yan Sanan. Ready? First back stance is a rock. Don't forget your hand is not on your stomach, it's all the way back to your head. Next stand up, down dog. The other side. Move forward. Next. Okay. Spin your hand. Turn around. Hand on fist. And then move forward. Always keep here. Then stand up slowly. Some people just lift up the knee. Some people do a bigger speed here. Whichever you do, you don't have to change. Do the way you used to do it. If you just lift up the knee, continue doing that. So if you just lift up the knee, stand down, go, then go back. Remember that stamping down and the blocking is together. So don't stand down and then up and block. Together. And then break down and then together. Then always speed. Kata, you just move your right leg. Now, finish your kata, just stand up with one leg. Finish your kata, just stand up one leg. And then after that, left, right. Yes. Okay. First thing, you come together. I'm not taking the same order as kata. I just take whatever. So the first one is if I do exactly like kata, is a kigarashi. The kata is very important. It must be this kind of uraken, not this one. Because this kind of uraken, it works. Because if I do it from the side, it don't work. From the side, if you do a kamai, if I do command from here, then it's okay because nothing blocked me. Then I can go from the side. But if then someone after this block, I cannot go here. We have to be this uraken. Okay? So this is very important. You have to be this uraken. Any questions? No questions?
The leg, is it we go to swing and down and
It's okay.
it's okay? Or bring up also can?
Also okay.
Swing also
Yeah.
can?
It's different variation. So they are all the same. So sometimes it's not necessary to change because you're on one course.
How to train together this one is I think a bit difficult for the kettlebell.
In any kata, always wait until the last minute. What I mean is, for example, if I'm going to do a girambalai, I shouldn't turn my body too early already here. I keep it all the way in front until last minute, and then together. Okay? If you move forward, last minute. If I turn here already, nothing more. But if I keep it straight, and then last minute. Okay? Same here. You do still here, and then as you step down, then. Because if you do already here, your body already here, then there's nothing more to want. Yeah. So if you do a knee up or a crescent kick, same thing. Here, and then as you step down, then comes the stepping down and the hip together. Okay? Stepping down and the hip together. Any more questions? Okay, let me do kata one more time, then we do some.
Yes. Okay.
We start from the beginning. Somebody say the name of the kata. Put it together. Now, names of kata. Yan Saru. You do the first slide all by yourself. It's all by yourself, and it doesn't mean that you rush. You can do good speed, good power, but don't pass the limit and you lose balance. Okay. And then the other side. Stop, stop, stop. Okay? Stop here. Next one, until the first gear, the first shot. Other side. Next one, until the forward punch. After the 3 back face, move forward until the punch. Check your stances, check your body is showman. Body is showman. So your feet, the body, stomach facing the front. The rest of the kata. Okay. So remember, in the Jian Kata, it's very important, not this way. Because this way is a wrong rack, and back face you do it in different way. This back face it should be this way, like Jian Yo Dan. See after kick, this back face. From here. Okay. Next one we try the first application. This one. So we do exactly like kata first. First we do exactly like kata. So it don't exactly work in practical because if you attack me, why should I stand in the Fibonacci and long this? Right? So practical is not practical. But the form is this, so we do this first. So in the kata you can just turn like this, long, okay? If somebody do this after the block, if you try to do this, tell them why it's wrong. It should be this way. Okay? So we just do this first a few times. Not more, too much. Just here. The back face.
要太高，正多一点，向上，羚羊挖脚咯，羚羊挖脚，会矮一点，高啊。
You do this like the shoulder is there. And you do this like. So you like the bounce off the go. You go like.
喂，往这边吗？羚羊挖上去，挖上去啊！
This side. Because if you do this, his shoulder can be a problem for you. The shoulder. If you take this side. Okay? Everybody try that? Come closer, please. Next one. Next one. You start to come out. You do a reverse punch. Just go like this. Okay? But then the other hand not necessary to be here. If you block the left, bring up the right. Because you're blocking one arm. Why should both hands be down? Okay? So if you block the left, your right arm. Bring it. Unless if you're going to do a reverse punch. Then it's going to do a reverse punch. But if you just want to block, then you can be free. Then here you can free. Okay? So next one is still we do as block but from a command. Okay? So you can block your left or you can block your right. Get out of all. Okay? Your left, your right, or your left. Okay? Then if you want to counter, up to you. You want to counter here, from here, you can do a row again. If you block, you can be here, you have skin, anything. So block can be right or left. Hami or Gyaka Hami.
依個咁樣。
喂，咁啊，打拳，打拳。
接手往足貨為啫。我發我講啊，
向前，
我哋手咧，
你手喺度，
唔係我哋手講。
邊度打？邊咯？你手喺嗰啲打拳，打拳，打嚟打嚟，懂嗎？呢個手位我呢個乜到？如果係呢個手咧，打我試下這樣子，一拳，啊，好了，走，就他的这边是，这样，这样，OK。如果是这个手打来呢？不记名称气招过。啊，对了，这个放上去，这转。
Okay, come closer to this. You see this block, important is like in Kata, here and here, same line. In Kata is same line, now the same thing, it shouldn't be this way. If your head too far out, then you just slide up here. Okay? So try to get your hand down this way. And you see, if I do it exactly like Kata, if I do like Kata here, if you punch here, alright, but we punch one more time, lower, lower, lower. Miss. Okay? Miss. Kata is form. Now practical hand is not here. Practical hand is here. So if you punch here, it works. Punch here, it works. Punch lower, still alright. Okay, so bigger. Okay, so now we do two blocking. Next time we combine. Okay. The block, Yakami. Next one we do a counter attack. Okay. First one we do a block. Next one, counter attack. Okay.
Yes.
So your blocking is left foot, right arm, and then you change distance, better angle, you stretch out his elbow, and then you attack here. Okay?
Yes. I think
We take a few.
put it here.
Okay.
Okay.
Legs together.
Yeah, put it here.
Break. Then we continue after break.
This, for the tea.